Okay, hi there guys. I received a question um, regarding point of sale. Again, it's also about linking each receipt with a table, but this time the receipt will be open and can be modified by adding or removing items from it, and later on the user should be able to save that. Okay. So obviously one way to do that is to modify this a little bit. I will add the paid field. Okay, and what this does, if it has the value no, it means the receipt is not being paid. If it has the value yes, it means the receipt is paid, fully paid. Okay, so how are we gonna update the code? So first thing I'm gonna do, I will not update the code directly. First, I will try to create a data structure that makes our work more organized, because this code is very messy. Okay, basically if you want to make this easy to use, you need to create something like what's the word, something like the library management system. Lots of code, lots of modules that are separate, but it's easier to maintain and edit. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is create a module here. Come on, my friend. Okay, maybe I should have created a class actually. Let's go to code, right? Well, make it a module. Okay, general module. Okay, so this module will contain some functions. So this is going to be public, not functions, but I'm going to create a structure. Create a structure to manage a receipt. Okay, so public structure receipt. Okay, so what we need to have here is dimension, receipt number as string, dimension, receipt date as string, dimension, paid as string, dimension, table number as string. Okay, so these are the basic values, and a structure could be treated almost like a class. I think I can change this to class right away. Never mind, leave it as it is. So we want to add a number of methods. The first method is to load public sub load receipt. There we go, load receipt, and this is going to be what? Receipt number, load receipt. Okay, load receipt. There we go. So what this should do is what, and also we need to create something here, dimension receipt details as list of object. There we go. Okay, and for this, what do we have? We have DB. This is the access database. Let's open this. Let's go to the receipt details. Maybe I need to create a list of these as well, right? So here, create a structure to store the receipt. Oops, receipt details. Okay, there we go. Okay, so public structure receipt details. There we go. So there we have barcode a string, dimension barcode a string, dimension item count a string, dimension what, item by price as decimal, dimension item sell price as decimal. There we go. So this one should be so this is the first structure. Receipt details. Here this is gonna be what? This is gonna be receipt details. Okay. Before I do that, okay, public sub add receipt detail. Okay, so here this is gonna be what? Barcode a string, item count a string. Oops. Only barcode, yeah. Barcode, okay. So as soon as you specify the barcode, the information will be loaded from the database and the appropriate data structure will be used. So here what do we have? We have dimension, dimension what? TA as new point of sale table adapters dot, which one? I need to items table adapter. There we go. Okay, so here dimension r equal ta dot get data by barcode, and I pass the barcode over here. That's great. So dimension item itm barcode equal r dot rows of 0 dot. Let's have a look here. Maybe this this should be a function as boolean. I need to put try catch because the item might not be there at all. Try. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. So here, if r dot rows dot count equals 0, then return false. Okay. So what happens here? We get first the barcode dot item barcode. Okay. Dimension item name. Right. ITM name equal r dot rows of 0, come on, dot item of item name. Okay, dimension by price equal r dot rows of 0 dot item of by price. There we go. And dimension sell price equal r dot what r dot rows of 0 dot item of sell price. Okay, so what this does, it will just give the information from the row from the database and prepare it. That's all. Now we need to add it. So before we do anything, we need to check if the item exists. Check if item exists. Okay, so dimension I as integer, so for I equals 0 to receipt details dot count minus 1. Okay, so if receipt details of I dot barcode equal barcode, then okay, here we have dimension found as boolean equal false. If it was found, then found equal true. This is the first thing. Next, we need just to increase the count. So what we have to do is receipt details of I dot what we have next of item count plus equal 1. It means in wait a second. Oh, this one doesn't accept that. wait a second. This is very weird. Okay, no problem. Dimension TMP equal, it's this guy. TMP equal this guy. TMP.item count equal TMP.item count. TMP.item count. Okay. And finally, seed details of I equal TMP. That's it. Okay. So I get this one. I increase the number of items by 1 and put it back. Okay. And finally, if not found, if the item was not found, in that case, I will go to the next step where I define dimension TMP as what? Receipt detail. Maybe this should be a list. Maybe this is what's causing the confusion. List. Yeah. Yeah. So this should be as new. Okay. TMP dot barcode equal barcode. TMP dot item buy price equal buy price. TMP dot item seller price equal seller price. TMP dot item count equal 1. Okay, and finally receipt receipt details list dot add TMP. Okay, and finally at the very end we return true. Okay, so this is this method is very simple. You pass the barcode and it will load the information from the database and update the receipt. No problem with that. Okay, so this is the first method. What we need to create also is a method that will you know, update the database. So here, update the DB. Okay, so here wait a second, paid. Okay. So add item to receipt, update the DB. So public function update DB. Okay. Okay, so try. Now we have to check first to see if the receipt number is already in the database. If the receipt number is not in the database, this means that the receipt is not created, so we need to create a new one. Okay, so in that case, if receipt number equals nothing, then else. Okay, for that I'm gonna steal some of the code from our main window here. Okay, notice that I haven't written anything here. I'm just finishing that. After I finish that, I will modify the code over here and it should be much easier to work with. So this is save receipt. What do we have here? Okay, copy this, go to the module, and yeah, maybe I need to remove this try catch part. Okay, so let's have a look at this and fix a ton of things over here. So insert into receipts table number followed by paid, and the values no, The reason it's not paid is because, you know, it's or actually column 3. Okay, so this is gonna be what, let me pass the parameters over here. So the date should be me dot receipt date. There we go. The next one should be what? Let's have a look over here. We have receipt total. Okay, so I need a receipt total. Let's go back here. Where is it? Dimension receipt total as decimal. There we go. Me dot receipt total. Okay, I'll have to fix. Okay, so we have what? Me dot what? Table number, and the last one, number 3, is me dot what? Paid. There we go, my friend. Nice. And here I'm gonna get the receipt ID, and when I get the receipt ID, this is gonna be what? Me dot receipt number. Okay, there we go. So this is gonna be receipt details, my friend. This is the receipt details list dot count. So what we have to do, the barcode here, receipt details list of I dot barcode, receipt details list of I dot buy, wait a second, item buy price. There we go. Receipt details list of I dot item sell price, receipt details list of I dot item count. Okay, this is what should be done. Okay, okay, and we are gonna insert these values. This is gonna be me dot receipt number, my friend. So we have these, the values being inserted, everything looks fine. Using the printer is not here. We will use a different method for this. TGV2 textbox 4, no, my friend. Okay, if any kind of error happens here, we will get the message box, right? Okay, so this one have no problem. We have no problem with that. Now, when we add here, what do we have? We have when we add item over here, me dot receipt total. Wait a second. We need to update receipt total. So I'm gonna create a method over here. Update receipt total. Public function. Update receipt total. Okay. So me dot receipt total equals 0. Dimension I as integer for I equals 0 to me dot receipt details list dot count minus 1. What we need to do is, let's have a look here. Me dot receipt total, come on, equal me dot receipt total plus me dot receipt details list of I dot, I want to get the item seller price and multiply that by me dot receipt total details list of I dot item count. There we go. Okay, and this is it. This is the method that will find the total. Okay, So next, oops, we have this, we have that. Okay. Next, remove an item from the receipt. Okay. Public function remove item from receipt. Barcode as what? String. There we go. So here dimension I as in dimension I as integer, and here for I equals 0 to barcode me dot is dot count. Gosh. So if barcode equal me dot receipt list of I dot barcode, then me dot receipt details list of I dot remove at location I. So we remove the item. Finally, we say update receipt total. At next, what do? We say exit function. There we go. That's it. This will use to maybe this need to be should be a subroutine, not a function. There we go. So okay. Now there's something here. The first part is checking to see if this was what, if this was if this was a new receipt. Okay. If it is not a new receipt, we need to remove the previous information and create a new set of records. Okay. Else receipt already exists, so in that case remove details. Okay, so what I need to do first is there will be another this code will be copied again with slight modifications. There we go. Connections, let's have a look here. So open connection. Instead of this, delete from details. ID equal. Okay, so here data from receipt details or receipt ID equal blah blah blah. Okay, me dot receipt number. Okay, so this will remove the details, and next get the ID for the receipt. I don't need that because I'm not inserting a new receipt. And finally we will insert the details, the new details over here. There's another thing here, which is update the the total of the receipt. Okay, so we're gonna need something like this again. Let's see. Okay, so SQL equal update receipt set. Gosh. Receipt total equal receipt total equal column 0 followed by what do we have? Paid receipt total paid equal column 1. Okay, where rec ip receipt id equal :3. There we go. And cmd1 equals a new command connection blah blah blah. So this is going to be what okay, so first parameter is the new total me dot receipt total. Next one is going to be what me dot paid, and finally receipt number. And the parameters should be 1 and 2, my friend. This should be 2. Okay, no problem. So we update that and we insert the records. All goes well. Okay, yeah, this should be it. Okay, so now what do we have? We have this structure for receipts. The first thing that it does, it's gonna what's the word? Ouch! It's gonna update. It can update its total. You can add item by barcode or remove item by barcode, and update the database by inserting the record or the receipt into the database or updating its existing information. What we need also to have is something to load the information from database. Okay, so here next load receipt information from db public. Now this one will be used to load the receipt information by table number. Okay, load receipt, and this is going to be what? Table no, right? So here what do we have? We have load table no string. There we go. Now try. So first okay, first check if there is unpaid receipt for that table. Okay, and to make things easy, we will go to this guy over here. These are the receipts. I'm gonna add a new method, add a query, SQL statement, single value. Yes, here select star from receipts where table no equal question mark and what paid equal no. Okay, what that means, if there is any kind of record that is not being paid or receipt that's not being paid, in that case you will have to return the receipt number, rec ipt receipt id, receipt id. Next, so get receipt number for get unpaid. This should be unpaid receipt number for what? For table number. Next, there's a problem here. Query builder, what's the error here? Okay, next, okay, now it's correct, finish. Okay, and I will have to build this. Great. Next, we need to go back to our original module. Okay, dimension rid as string equals what? For that, dimension ta as a new pos table adapters dot receipts table adapter, right? Okay, RID equal TA dot get unpaid receipt info table number. There's gonna be table NO, my friend. Okay, so I pass the table number, I get the receipt that's not being paid, and now based on that, I'll have to check one of the things here. It's gonna be if RID equal nothing, then what does that mean? This means that there is no record. For that, I will just call this method. I will get a call update db. Okay, and what this does, the update db will be called, and as soon as it's being called, it will check and find the receipt number is empty. So what happens next is it will create a new record over here. It will create a new record for the receipt, and we will be able to use that. Okay, so next load the receipt information. Okay, update, and RID equal me dot receipt number. Okay, another receipt information. So what we need to do is let's have a look at this one. Receipts full. Yeah, so we will put a method to load receipt by receipt ID, add query, next, select which returns single row, select star, come on, select star from receipts where RECIPT ID equal question mark, next, cancel, not this guy, right click, add query, query statement, returns the number of rows, select star from receipts where RECIPT ID equal question mark, it's this guy, next, get full data by receipt ID by receipt ID. There we go. Press next and finish. Cool. So save that and come on, build the solution. Great. So put this one here. What we need to do next is dimension TA2 as a new POS table adapters dot what receipts. Wait a second, I already have that, right? Okay, so dimension RT TBL equal TA dot get data by receipt ID B dot sorry, RID. There we go. Okay, so what happened next here, we must get a receipt. So what we have to do is get information from here and fill and fill our data structure. So me dot receipt date equal RTBL dot rows of 0 dot item of what we have RECIPT date. This is the first one, and me dot what do we have? We have paid equal RTBL dot rows of 0 dot item of what? Yeah, this should be paid. Okay, and me dot what? I have receipt number equal RID. I'll need to get it. Me dot what? Receipt total equals what? RTBL dot rows. Yeah, no problem. We don't need that for time being. Anyway, After that we need to get the details. So dimension TA2 as new POS table adapters dot, oh, where is that? Details table adapter, and dimension DTLS equal TA2 dot get yeah, it seems that, okay, let me go back to here. It seems I forgot to do it previously. Okay, so there's no paid here. Let me add a column over here. Add, or wait a second. Yeah, we need these two. And yes, my friend. Okay. Table number paid, okay, no problem. Yeah. Seems okay. This seems great. Okay. Let's go to the receipt details. What do we have in this guy? Add query, a square statement, returns rows where receipt ID equal to question mark. So I pass receipt ID, I get the details. Get next, followed by receipt ID. There we go. Next, and finish that. No problem. And next, I will save that, my friend. Great. And I will build a solution. No problem. What do we have next? We have general module. No problem. So dimension DTLS equal TA2 dot get data by receipt ID me dot receipt number. Okay, there we go. So here I got the details, and now I have to just loop and fill the receipt details, right? So dimension I as integer for I equals 0 to DTLS dot rows dot count minus 1, dimension TMP as a new receipt details. There we go. And now TMP dot barcode equal DTLS dot rows of I dot item of what we have, barcode, no problem. Okay, and TMP dot item by price DTLS dot rows of I dot item of what we have, item by price. There we go. TMP dot item seller price equal DTLS dot rows of I dot item of item seller price. Very good. And TMP dot item count equal DTLS dot rows of I dot item of item count. There we go. So what do we have? We have 1 2 3 4, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that's great. TMP dot anything else? No. And after filling this, all we have to do is me dot receipt dot list dot add TMP, and that's it. So here we fill the information, fill the details, and all is fine. This should be a subroutine. Wait a second, this can be a subroutine. Okay, so this obviously allows us to load the receipt from the database. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so what do we have? We have update receipt total. Oh, after loading the receipt, I should call update receipt total. That's it, no problem. Right. We need to create another two methods. One is to display the information of the receipt in the data grid view, and one is to print the receipt. So let's go with printing the receipt. Where is that? Let's go to the main window. This is save receipt. Here's the printing part. Yeah, I think I'll leave this in its place. Yeah, I'll just need something to fill the receipt over here. Fill DGB with the receipt information. So here, fill DGB with receipt info. So public sub fill DGB with receipt info. Okay, and DGB as data grid view. Okay, so DGB dot rows dot clear. Okay, and then for I equals 0 to DGB dot dash me dot list dot count -1 dimension t1 equals what? Me dot list of I dot dash barcode dimension t2 equal me dot after the barcode. What do we have? We have item by price dimension t3 equal me, come on, me dot receipt. Oh gosh, that's list of I dot item count dimension t4, come on, me dot list of I dot item sell price. I think this was okay. So dimension t5 equal the count t3 multiplied by the seller price t4. Okay, and finally I need to insert the information into the database. Dimension t wait a second, how do we do that? Let's save this here. Let's go to this guy, add method. I'm losing my voice. Okay, so let's go back to this guy. So dgv.add, what are we gonna add here? So the barcode is t1, the item name, okay, so here dimension t6 equal, I need to get the item name. So dimension ta as what? A new POS table adapter dot what? Item table adapter. Okay. T6 equal ta dot get item by barcode t1. This returns a table, so I'm gonna use the rows dot item. Okay, so the items table, item name. Okay, this method returns a table, so as soon as I get the table I will get the row, the first row. There's only one row, and then I use the item name. Okay, so I use that, and oh gosh, get the tutorial. Okay, just a second. It's gonna be T6. Buy price, T2. Seller price, T4. And count, T3. Total, wow, that's it, I guess. That's it. This will be used to display the information. Okay, so now let's continue. Just wait a second. Okay, so now what am I gonna do after creating this class? This is gonna handle the receipt information. So now we will start working with the interface and updating it. So first thing we are gonna do, we're gonna go to this and go up here, say dimension current receipt as a receipt. Okay, because this is gonna be like a structure. Okay, and here there's gonna be as a new receipt, no problem. So I'm gonna save that. Easy. Now this is the thing. As soon as you change the table number here, a receipt should be loaded and displayed over here. So this is what can happen. You double click that when a receipt, when a table, a table is being selected, its receipt information should be displayed. Okay, so here, this is the thing. What we should do, wait a second. Okay, what we should do is dimension table and a string. Gosh, string table and equals what? Combo box 2.text. Okay, so we got the table number, no problem with that. And next thing to do is to load the information. So we will do this current receipt equals a new receipt. Okay, and next current receipt dot load receipt by table number. Okay, so if there is no receipt associated with the table, a new receipt will be created. If there is one that is not paid, it will be loaded from the database. Load the receipt. The next thing to do is to display receipt information. So here I'm gonna say what? This method is used to display receipt information on the window. So public sub full GUI. Okay, no problem. Do we have another full GUI? We don't have. Right, so what we have here, we have total price text box 4, right? So we have text box 4.text equals current receipt dot receipt total. So this is one thing. What we have also DGB2. I need to call current receipt dot full DGV with receipt information. What we have what? Full DGV with receipt information. This is gonna be what? DGV2. Okay, so not the receipt, full the GUI. So what we have to do next is just call full GUI. Easy. Now we finished this one. So what this allows us is when we change the table number, all will be updated. Next, when we say add an item here, okay, let me see, search for the barcode. So the barcode, okay, so our dot barcode, it's here, right? Control C, add item to the receipt. So here we have current receipt dot add receipt detail, and I just say r.barcode. So this will add information to the receipt. I won't need this one, okay, and I don't need this one. I don't need this one. After that, I will just fill the GUI. So just call full GUI. Done. So you can see now just 3 steps. Very easy, right? This is what happens when you organize your code. Remove. So when you want to remove an item, what you have to do is to get the barcode for the item. Sorry. So what we have to do is what? Dimension barcode equal zeros of 0 dot cells of 0 dot value. This gets you the barcode. Get barcode. Next, remove. Gosh. Remove. So what we have to do is what? We say gosh, current receipt dot remove item from receipt. I need to pass the barcode, and finally display. So what we have to do is current receipt dot oh sorry, just full GUI. That's it. This will do it. So this is add, this is remove, and this is save receipt. Okay, so what we have to do is saving the receipt will be just like paying for a receipt, right? So what we have to do is, wait a second. Yeah. So next, what do we have? We won't need this one. All we could say is current receipt dot paid equal yes, right? And next we should do what? We should say current receipt dot update database. Okay, and finally we won't need that because this already happened. We don't need this. We just call use the printer part. Okay. What do we have here? Current receipt dot receipt number, right? Yep. Okay. Next, what we need to say is current receipt equal a new receipt, RECEI. Okay, so and next, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna say current receipt dot load receipt. I need table number, so it's gonna be combo box 2 dot text. And so what this does, it will automatically create a new receipt directly from where? Directly from within the database. Sorry, a new receipt for that table. What am I saying here? So here I should say current receipt dot receipt date equals, I forgot to this one. I should say now. Right, this should fill it. No problem. No problem. So okay. Load the receipt, and finally I should say full GUI. No problem. Clear dgb2.rows.clear textbox, whatever that is. Okay, I won't need this, I guess. I don't need this also. And the rest of the code remains unchanged, I guess. So let's have a look here. I think that's it. So I'm gonna build the solution. Okay, seems to be okay. Sorry, drinking some chocolate. Let's start on the different credentials. Yes, sir. I'm not sure if this will work perfectly well, but let's hope. So I'm gonna run this first. 1, 2, 3, and enter. Great. So I'm gonna fill some information. Items, add item 1. This is gonna be coffee. 1, sell it by 2. Items, another 1, 2. This is gonna be chocolate. Okay. 2, sell it using 3. And add item 3. This is gonna be tea. 1, sell it using 3, and yeah, something like that. Restaurants tables, go add a table number let's call this T1. Let's add another one, T2. Oops. Wait a second. Load the receipt information. Oh, it's this one. So it seems that it just called this guy. There is no row at position 0. Wow. Okay. Okay, no problem. I'll have to figure out what the issue is here. Okay, let's run that again. So restaurants table. Gosh. So let's go here. RID, if RID equal nothing. Oh, update DB doesn't work here. Okay, no problem. Let's go back to this step. So F11. Okay. Insert into receipts, blah blah blah. Receipt date. Okay. So it's this one, it's this one. Receipt total 0. Table number and paid. Yeah. So what that means is if receipt number equals nothing. Okay, I'll need to do a few things here. So I'm gonna add a check. So if me.receipt date equals nothing, then me.receipt date equals now. Okay, maybe I should make it like that. Okay, I need for and if. Okay, if b dot table number equals nothing, then a dot table number. Maybe I could make this exit the subroutine, right? Exit function. Okay, and what do we have? So let's go back. Yeah, restart, my friend, restart. Let's have a look here. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, enter. Oh, all the items are lost. Add 1 coffee. Gosh, 1, go. 2, add 2 chocolate. 2, 3, add. Okay, so tables, add first table 1, press OK. Tables, remove table. Okay, so run that, FRID, nothing. Okay, let's go back here. Go. Receipt date, nothing. Okay, table number, exit. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Load receipt. Okay, no problem. Okay, I should have made things easier for me here by saying that if here, first line of code, if table number equals nothing, then exit sub. There we go. Okay. Okay, receipt details. Okay, I also remember something here. Let's go. Yeah, debugging. This works almost like a class. So this is the receipt. Is there? Oh, come on. Yeah, I think I'll change this to class. This will make things a little bit better, I guess, and the class. Okay, so why I did that? Because I want the value of receipt details to be filled as soon as the class get created. So what I could do here, this is the class event, right? There's this a new event, so me dot receipt details list equal new list of receipt details. There we go. Simple. Save that. Main window. Let's go back here. Go here. New receipt. Okay, all seems fine. Let's run. No, another error. Current receipt dot paid. Oh, okay. Need to go and change a number of things here. This should be public. This is what happens when you don't plan things well. Public. Okay. This is another public. Okay. All is public. Of course, we are throwing out of the door all the principles of object-oriented and why we use it. So, okay. Add item 1 T 1 2 go items, add another item to coffee, 2 3 go. Restaurants table, add table number T1, go. Great. Tables, add table T2, okay, done. Okay, so I click here, I got an error. Wait a second, so table number T2, that's great. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So if not receipt, okay. So maybe I need to put a breakpoint over here. Let's stop this and run this again. 1 2 3 and go. And click here. Let's have a look. F10 RID. So RID is nothing. So I say update database. So I get into this one. Okay. Now I need to wait a second. Okay, wait a second, I figured out what the issue is. First, in order for me not to update the database every few milliseconds, I will have to copy this and paste it here. Copy and replace, great. Let's go back here. So update DB, no problem. So main window. Let's go back here. Oops. For receipt, when this one get changed. So load receipt. Let's have a look at load receipt table NO. Okay, let's go back here. If table number equal nothing, then this no problem. Save that. On this. Go here, click over here, no problem. Table number is T2, right? So load the receipt. So in this case, RID get unpaid. Okay, this one's empty. So if this one's empty, we need to update the database. So what I should say is me.table number equal what? Table and all. That's it. So this one is nothing, this one is T2. So I will have to run this. Let's go to update DB. Receipt number is nothing. I prepare things over here. Okay, so now I fold the first one, I got the second one, I prepare the SQL. This is the first, this is the total, right? This is what? This is T2, and the paid. Wait a second. If paid equal nothing, if me dot paid equals nothing, then what? Paid equal no. There we go. So let's move that here. F10, okay, no problem. Okay, so now we just inserted this. Okay, and now we have an actual receipt. Next, what do we have? We have receipt details list. Commit, no problem. Great. Okay, RID. Next, we are gonna load. This is the receipt date from database. This is the paid. It's not paid. What do we have? Receipt number 5. Yeah. Update receipt total. Great. And next, go full GUI. No problem. Great. So I think now it's gonna work. Okay. So let's go to full receipt. So we have nothing here. Let's go to the first one. Also we have nothing. So for the first, I'm gonna say enter. Enter. Okay. So let's go back to 2. Let's go back to 1. Okay, obviously I did something wrong here. So 1, enter. 1. Let's go to the add. This is the add, right? And what was that? This one was text box 1, right? Finally we have okay, yeah, and I hit add receipt. I need to update DB. So current receipt dot update the database. Forgot to do that. And finally we have textbox 1.text equals nothing. There we go. Done. This is the current receipt of the yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here, where's update DB? I'm having an error here. Sorry for these mistakes. Add. So F11. Let's go back here. So, and now it's gonna execute this one. Data from receipt details. Okay, so it seems that the table name is wrong here. Database tables receipt RECIPT. Let's have a look here. How did I write it? Delete it from RECIPT receipt. There is no S here. Okay, no problem. And it said okay, no problem. So let's go back to T2. Let's go back to T1. I'm gonna say 1 and enter. F10. Come on, another error. How many errors I'm doing here? F11. Okay, so now the details are removed. Set receipt total paid, and okay, this is the receipt total. The paid is here and the receipt number is number 6. Execute a query. Not another mistake. Okay, let's go back to receipts. Update RECIPTS. RECIPTS set REC. This is spelling. See total paid REC. Okay, there we go. Great. And let's go back to T2. Let's go back to T1. 1 and enter. Okay, now it got updated go. Obviously there's another error, so the total should be 2 over here. So this means if I go to T2, let's go back to T1, you can see the information got loaded. Anyway, so if I say 1 here, I need to, where's that? Update, wait a second, add, let's go back here and say another add, right? So F11, so it added that. I forgot to say update total. Update receipt total of 5. Okay, so now let's go back to T2. So now T2 has nothing. Let's go back to T1. It's here, right? So let's go back to T2. There we go. Let's go back to T1. It's here. Okay, so let's put number 2. Enter. Okay, I think now it's gonna work. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, sorry, 2. Enter. No problem. So we have these 1, 2. Okay, so the information get updated to the database. Both of these tables, you can see now I can switch between these tables, and the receipts are not paid yet. When I say save receipt, you can see now this one got to disappear. So now we have a new receipt for T1. So now I can say 1, and I can switch to T2. This is T2. This is T1. Okay. And if we would like to, we could actually come back to here, debug, and open this one. So let's go back to the receipts. These are the receipts. So you can see we have a receipt number 6, which is paid for T1. It cost about 20. Yeah, and for the details, these are the details of the receipt number. Yeah, so how many? So we have 3 multiplied by 4, that's 12 plus 8. Yeah. So these are the details of the receipt number 6. It's very, I guess, yeah, it's easy, I guess. Okay, so the principle, if you didn't get the principle here, is very easy. As soon as we add item, we update the receipt information and save it to the database. As soon as we remove an item, we update the receipt information and update the database. When you press save, at that moment you are going to when you press save, you are going to change the status of the receipt from unpaid into paid. Okay. One last thing I will need to do, which is the reports. Where's the reports? Let's go back to the reports here. When I say show report, what do we have? How did I do it last time? I totally forgot about this. Okay, so let's go back to POS. We need to update this one a little bit. See total profit for all time. This is it. So this is the select command. We'll have to modify this a little bit, right? Yeah, okay. Here where receipt ID and select receipt ID from receipt where paid equal yes. The reason I need to update this is because if you don't do that, you will have added the information of unpaid receipts into the list. So, okay, this one seems to be alright. Yeah, I guess yes. Now there's this full get data. Okay, no problem. Let's go back to this guy and see. Yeah, select receipt sum blah 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 from receipt there and on كذا كذا where receipt date and paid equal yes. No problem. So I suppose this solves the issue, I hope. What do we have also? Restaurants table, values, what? Total profit, receipts, blah blah blah. Okay, so save that. Let's hope this works well. So 1 2 3 enter. Okay, so show report profit for all time. Come on, my friend. Yeah, I don't believe I have any report, any receipt. So this one, save receipt. Yes, I know. 2 enter. Oh, maybe I need to also test the printer. So this one and print. No problem. So let's go back here. 1 2. Okay, save receipt, my friend. Yes, let's have a look. So these are the items, no problem with that. The reports, let me show the report. Yep. Total profit for all time. Let me change this between 2 dates, no problem. 20 of April, show report, and 30 show report, no problems, working fine. Profit count for item, okay. And also what do we have? We have profit items between 2 dates. Okay, so of course let me show you this one. Now this is the first receipt, sorry, this is the receipt for the first table, and obviously the information here, this receipt is not finished. So let's switch to the second table. And okay, now if we go to the first table, you can see. If you go to the second table, you can see. And this is how you could do it. Yeah, I will upload this source code to the website if you'd like to have a look at it. Most of the all the important work is here in the general module. We have this simple class. We have a structure called receipt details, used to store the information of the details of the receipt. We have the receipt class. It has a number of numbers to store the details of the receipt, a list of the details. Here we have a method to calculate the total, another method to add item by barcode, another method to update the database, and another method to remove an item, and another method to load the information from the database, and a final method to update the information. It's not very difficult if you think about it, and the code itself that's being updated on the window is not that difficult. You can see here it's very easy. All we are doing here is checking, getting the table number, and later on we just create a new receipt, and loads it from the database and follow the graphical user interface. When you add an item, you are adding the information using the barcode, updating the database and following the information, or updating the display, sorry. And when you remove, you will get the barcode and remove the information. I think I forgot to say here, current receipt dot update db. Yep. Okay. You have to do this, and finally, when you save the receipt, you just change the paid status here, and you update the database, and you print the receipt if needed, and you generate a new one, of course. This is it, I guess. So one last thing, I have to put the things the way they are supposed to be. So I would go, what's wrong here? Okay, no problem. So I will close this. Let me open this one, open with Microsoft Access. This is Microsoft Access. I'll have to delete all the previous information. Font size, password, printer, no printer, great. Table, the items, these should be deleted. The receipts, oh, no tables. Okay, and I need to save that. Close, and close that. Okay, so this is it. This is how you do it. I hope you'll find this useful. Check out the website mk8soft.com.